When we say Zoho One, so you have to understand that what we are saying, and it is not obviously an optional thing, because in your world today, you must be using any software for your mutual fund distribution and mutual fund presentation of the portfolios. So, what extra this kind of CRM helps you in? Let's explore that and then understand that what are the possibilities. So, if you this is the most popular application and most oldest application on the earth, any digital application. So you see, Window has these things, and these are the applications. So, and people generally use one or two or all three, these as a combination and make a perfect tool to manage their business. Otherwise, Window is equipped enough to run an organization properly on all angle, whether it is sales, support, legal, everything. Similarly, Google. So they came out, they challenged Window, and today, if you look at Google, everything is there but on cloud. So there is no challenge of buying a bigger computer, or no challenge of keeping a larger hard drive. So this was the good revolution, and ultimately Google became the hero. And today, a lot of people are using Google Sheets, Google Drive, um, Google Maps, and everything. So you have everything. So you can combine everything in a bundle called Google One, and Google One gives you all the ability. You have to buy that, give the annual subscription, and ultimately you can use crisscross, like all these applications can be integrated at one place. So a lot of people are using that also in their organization. And then the third one, we are talking about the Zoho. So I'm expert of Zoho, so I'm talking about it. That does not mean that this is the best, obviously. But for me, it is best for two reasons. One is that this is scalable and customizable. Google and Windows, they do not allow me to edit things or change things according to my requirement. But Zoho has a very clean slate kind of thing. So they have the similar applications, like here also you find the Zoho Sheet, here also you find Zoho Bookings, Zoho Calendar, Zoho CRM. Everything is same as Google. Almost 90% both are same. Whatever Google provide, Zoho also provide. But the best part is they give you a clean slate and give you the complete coding, or a easy coding system, because through which you can design things, customize things according to you. So that's why we generally, developers and all technology guys, use Zoho. So that is the only reason. Now, three key things for any CRM. Why will you and how will you start? So whenever you look at your business, and whenever you think about scaling it to a next level, you have three challenges. The challenge one is the blueprint. You want every organization, uh, you want your organization to work on a route map which you have prepared for it. And first of all, you have to prepare that route map, so that your next generation, if join the business, they can work only on that route map. But any good organization has a good blueprint, so that nobody can deviate from that blueprint, and everybody walks through the same route. So creating that blueprint is a big task, and it requires a lot of learning, understanding, and obviously a good tool which Zoho provides you. So in Zoho, you can sketch your blueprint, and once you have sketched it, it will appear on the screen, and everybody has to walk through that process. Second is your workflow rule. We will talk about that also, but workflow rule is very important, and there could be so many rules. For example, today you have a rule, or you created a rule, that whenever a customer achieves first time his 10 lakh rupees, there should be a task created for me to greet that customer. There should be a WhatsApp message which should go to the customer. There should be an email, well designed email which should go to the customer, congratulating that you have crossed 10 lakhs. Maybe you can put this rule for 10, 25, 50, 1 CR, and XYZ. So milestone rules can be there. There could be review rules. There could be risk profiling rules. There could be n number of rules which you have to create. And the third most important thing is the notification. So notifications template are the important element in any CRM, because at every point of time, whether it is a blueprint or a workflow rule, there has to be something which should go to the customer as a trigger, and those trigger points are, and those trigger items should be well designed. Like in this case where you are sending trigger at milestones, sending congratulation at 10 lakhs, 25 lakhs, 50 lakhs, or birthday triggers XYZ. So all these has to be designed well, so that when it lands in the customer's portfolio, sorry, mailbox, or a message box, it should look good. Now, when we say blueprint, some example of the blueprint I will show in the demo also. It's very simple, but yeah, these are the key blueprints. Like you should create a blueprint in your business, uh, that how a lead should be nurtured. You may design it. I will show you a lead nurturing blueprint. Everybody can have a different kind of lead nurturing process, but there should be some standard. And if I become your trainer, then what I do is I give you a pattern which I have designed for others, and maybe something which is simple to follow. Uh, so these are the blueprints. We have client onboarding blueprint, that what to be done after this, what to be done after that, how the after KYC is checked, then IN is created, then proposal has to be sent, proposal has to be accepted, then link has to be sent, link has to be accepted, payment to be made, XYZ. So there is a blueprint. Now, every blueprint has to be marked. Like once you cross from, this is the start point, and you cross here. So once you cross here, there should be a workflow rule that if a process crosses this stage, this should be the notification sent to the customer. So this is the way we design it. So every stage we have some notification, we have some intimation, maybe the task which has to be created, and that's the way a blueprint gets completed. So there are transaction blueprint, there are review blueprint, which is very important, that how you review your clients annually. Then there is non-financial transaction process blueprint. That is very, very important today. And once we end this session, we will show you some legal litigation cases. Obviously, you may have heard about it also, that why NFT, non-financial transaction process blueprint, is very, very important to protect your business legally from any kind of litigations. And then there are people who do a lot of sessions also, webinars, seminars. So that there has to be a blueprint that, okay, invitation given, invitation accepted, session attended, session feedback positive, follow for lead, session feedback negative, put in junk, XYZ. So these are the blueprints. And when it comes to workflow rule, yeah, we have a lot of rules which has to be triggered, and desired action has to be done. So rules generally have to be created on some instance. Like when a new client is created, what are the rules? Like risk profile will automatically get triggered on the basis of age. Then maybe you can say that, okay, welcome letter should go. Then you say that RM is assigned. Then you can say that, okay, the onboarding form should go automatically, and that's the way. So when a new lead is created, you can design a workflow rule like first introduction has to go, then the second follow up should start, uh, third is about the SIP illustration should go, XYZ. And reviews due, special birthday, 18, 50, 60, these are the special birthdays. When there is a product recommendation, you have to report them, that these are the laggards, these are the toppers. And obviously there should be some rule that do not send this before 1 year. Secondly, you may have a rule that do not send this in the product hybrid or debt, only give it in equity. So there could be a number of rules when a target is achieved or milestone is achieved. So these are the rules. And when it comes to notification, there are many notification like cross-selling notification. When a new non-financial transaction tickets are created, then the notification should be designed. Portfolio rebalancing mailer, that hey, you need to switch this out, you need to add profit XYZ. So these are the portfolio rebalancing mailers, which are automated, obviously, and you may ask question that how rebalancing can become automated. Yes, it can become automated. Very simple. You have to just update the product side of yours, and everything will get automated. Maybe the frequency has to be monthly or a 3 monthly or a 6 months. That is your choice. But portfolio rebalancing can happen. And portfolio projection report, which is very important. All your customers who have invested, SEBI says that you cannot do financial planning because you are a MFD, but you should give the projection report to them so that they can see that whether I am going to achieve my goal or not. So, and the basis of whatever they have invested, you have to project it that after 15 years, where will you reach at the rate of 12%? So, you have to automate this. Then risk assignment mailer, which is very important mailer, client welcome mailer. So, these are the notifications. So, how to create a CRM? So, what we do is we decide your modules, and I understand what all modules are required. But on a key basis, there are two modules: leads and clients, and everything is related to that. So all are related. Like client have a proposal, client have a risk profile, client have a product, client have a folio, client have an insurance folio, client have a mutual fund folio. So everything is client. So these are the two big modules, and then all are the child modules. So and under the child module, we have many modules. So those modules become your menu. I will show you how it acts in the interface, and this is how we create. So Zoho gives you a raw module. You have to rename it according to your business, and design it according to your choices. Then we decide your data source, that from where will you going to update and feed the data to the CRM, because CRM should know that what is your client detail, what is their email, what is their mobile, how much they have invested, what is their AUM, what is their SIP, how many insurances they have bought, when is the renewal, everything. So your CRM should know that. So there are many ways to do that. One is we connect your Google Drive or Google Sheet with this directly, so that whatever you update there, it gets updated. That is called API. Uh, Maybe you can update your software data, which you get from your software company, and import it and then update it. Or if you are a FinnSys user, like if you use my software, my company has a FinnSys software, that API is directly integrated because we provide the API. So the third is the create your product master. And the product master is one time job, and then it gets updated regularly, where you need to do some homeworks. You get the list from MFI, and then you design it accordingly, that this is suitable for my aggressive investor, this is suitable for my non-aggressive, this is suitable for my moderate and all. So you have to align your products according to your customer's risk profile. That is the first job you have to do one time. And the second job you have to do is to update it monthly on the basis of what you are recommending in these schemes. For example, you are saying that all pharma redeem. So you have to select pharma, filter it with pharma, and put a recommendation tag redeem, exit, or switch out. So that should float or accordingly. So these are the homeworks you have to do and maintain in Product Master. Decide your email and WhatsApp. What is the sender email and what is the sender WhatsApp which you are going to use, so that it should be integrated in your CRM and it should go. Preferably, your email should be the domain based email, and bought from Google is the best one. So, something like that. And the domain based mail bought from Google is the best. In WhatsApp, obviously, the number which you are going to use here cannot be used anywhere else. So this number should be exclusive. So that you have to decide. And the lastly, you have to decide your team structure. So once you do all these things and we start creating your CRM, team structure is also important, that whether it will be vertical or horizontal. I will let you know quickly on that also before showing the actual demo. So sign up is easy. You can get started. You have to just buy the free 30 days trial. ZOHO One, you can just go to ZOHO One. You have to share your username password with us so that we do all the setup, and then we start the training. You have to block my calendar. Uh, Once you sign up here, you Block My Calendar, we offer complete implementation based on MFI due diligence. So my whole training process goes on the structure of MFI due diligence. Maybe if you are aware, then okay. Otherwise, we share you the MFI due diligence questionnaires and the observations which they generally have. So accordingly, we decide and design this. So that is something important. And third is the you have to decide about your templates, that how you are going to design it. You are going to design it on your own, or you are going to outsource the creative team to design your things. So both are possible. It is very easy to handle, but sometimes you need very professional touch, then you have to do the outsourcing. So these are the basic three things which you have to do to get started. And the key discussion which I'm going to show you in the demo obviously will be about three things. You should talk about staffing, which is very important, vertical or horizontal. I have no say on that, this is the good and this is bad, but you should understand the difference between vertical and horizontal. So we will quickly talk about it. Second is due diligence, like why they need you to perform risk profiler for every customer. Then they want you the investment goals, and they want you the feedbacks to be collected at every stage. So these are the basic complaint bundle which I was talking about. Like people have given the case that I was dealing with this person for the last 10 years, but this person never told me or disclosed me that he is earning commission of that high range. Had I known that, I would never be investing with him. So, but he never told me for the last 10 years. So please get me my money recovered. So that kind of cases are there, and huge cases, 1200, 1500 complaints related to disclosure. So SEBI says that why are you waiting for such litigations? Why can't you take the feedback every year so that there should be no case put against you? So, say example, a customer says that everything is okay to me in a feedback form, that I am okay, I am satisfied. Then that customer, all past records are all wiped off. So no one can then blame you or put you any litigation on the past activities. So feedback is a very important legal document. So they prefer to have that. Secondly, they say that risk profiling is a very important document. Today, people design a lot of risk profiler from different companies. They do their own efforts and put all the brains to design risk profiler. It's not required. It's not required. Risk profiling is very simple. That you tell the customer, don't ask them, because if you will ask them that, sir, please give me your answers, so the customer will say, oh, अरे यार, अगर मुझे पता ही होता, if I would have known everything, then I would have easily created my category on my own. Why will I come to you? So you help me. So risk profiling should be initiated by the distributor and confirmed by the client. So that is the rule. But 90% people on this earth, on this Indian mutual fund distribution, what they do, they give it to the customer to fill, and customer never fills it. So it remains pending. And so most important is it should be initiated in the CRM. When we design it, like whenever a customer is added, risk profiling is automatically done on the base of age and other details. Then there is a question which SEBI says that once you do it, initiated from your side, customer should know about it, the detailing. So you need to create a landing page of a risk profiler where you explain that what is conservative, what is moderate, what is aggressive, and what is very aggressive. So are MFDs allowed for financial planning? So if you look at and download this file, so this file is very important. This is called, so MFDs are not allowed. So that is the first important thing. We are not allowed for comprehensive financial planning, and under regulation of SEBI, our rights are limited. So what are your do's and don'ts? So you have to understand these do's and don'ts by MFI. Uh, Again, when surprisingly I take my sessions, I find people have no such sheet in their hand. So this is very important. You should have that sheet in your on your table, and you should be using it, referring it. Okay, so these what this kind of FAQs say, they actually restrict us from a lot of things, and that's the way we design our CRM. We design our things. So while designing the risk profiling, um, and while designing this goal, we have a very clear mandate that we cannot ask that what and where you want to reach. That is called financial planning. If you ask a customer, sir, where do you want to reach? I will tell you how much amount is required. That is financial planning. But when you say a customer, how much money is there to invest with you? Tell me, I will tell you where can you reach. So that is called incidental advisory. So incidental advisory is all about ask customers question has to be answered. That is called incidental advisory. But when you suggest anything as a first hand, that is called advisory. So that these are the differences with which we create our thing. So getting started, and the last thing is the staffing. Yeah, staffing is also very important, and then we will straight away jump. So staffing in CRM, you can take one ID, admin ID, and then have multiple ID below it. So this is called horizontal. All these IDs are called, say example, you are one ID, you, and your CSC is one ID. Then there is another person or CSC, another team. This is another team. This is called horizontal methodology. For example, as a owner, you have 60 crores, 60 lakh rupees per annum, your annual cost, including your CSC. Then you have given 6 lakhs to someone else to manage something and 6 lakhs to someone else to manage. So when you give something, this is called break-even AUM. We have calculated it at zero point 0.5. So 120 crore is mapped to you, because if you can map anything less than that, you will not be in break-even. So you need to, in order to withdraw 60 lakhs, you should have 120 crore with you at this rate. And then you have 12 crores here mapped to this team, 12 crore to map this team. I'm assuming that total AUM is 144 crores. If it is anything less or higher, accordingly you can manage your team. You can increase more team if you get more AUM, or you can change things accordingly. But this is a table which we put in CRM once it is a thing. And incentive, you may think about incentive or may not think about incentive. That is your choice. Like in your case, you will take 100% of the incremental growth. In their case, you will give 10% of the incremental growth above 12 crores. You will give 20% if it crosses 36 crores, like 3 times. So that's the way people manage this business and scale it up so that you can hire one, two, three, four, more and more people. They are not the salesmen. They are the person who is sitting in your office. They are just being mapped with the customer so that they fulfill all the regular duties. And because of that, the AUM grows, like doing annual review, which is a very important. So every day, this team will do around 10 or 15 reviews. Every day, this team will give wishes, special celebrations. Every day, this team will get some notification about the milestone achievements. They will get a lot of other things like projection report, XYZ. So doing all those activities through CRM makes sure that the AUM grows and they achieve the higher depth as compared to the current one. So, and then you incentivize them. Once they get this incentive, they get motivated to do more depth. So your job remains same. You only bring the new business and map some of them to the teams so that they can manage it. And you maintain yourself at a level which is not, which is under manageable range. Maybe you can, instead of 120 crores, you can keep just 60 crore with you and hire more people who can give services to the customers. So that's the way. Anyway, so these are the things which I talked about, and due diligence is obviously very important, and interface is again important. In this whole 15,000 rupees of ZOHO One, you get a website designing CRM also. So if you are, it's a drag and drop kind of website, AI based also, by hand also, manual also. So you can create one of the fantastic websites there. But we also provide a service of professional designing and bring everything in your Zoho. So that is a very well maintained website. I will show you some examples. Landing page is again can be is free version here. You can design n number of landing page. All social media can be accumulated in at one place, and one post will go in all the media. schedule it, plan it, everything. So you can manage your social media at one place. Mobile application, obviously, the whole Zoho CRM is available on web also, on a mobile also. Your team can access mobile application also very easily. Chat is available. You can do a lot of things with chat, create bot, create some process. WhatsApp is also available. So all these interfaces are available. And now let's see the demo. So I'm just signing in as a user. Blueprints, how they write the blueprint. So in the setting box, they have a lot of other things, and I have this blueprint. You see, these are the blueprint created already for this business, which is there. So say example, prospect nurturing blueprint, I'm looking at the prospect. So they have created a flow that whenever the lead is added, start nurturing. So these colored one are the buttons for the task managers. They have to click here. And these white one are the station. Station means one station to another station can only go if someone will click on these buttons, and every button has got something to do with the triggers. So let's see that how it works. Example. So say example, there is a lead infused in the system. So left side, this is prospect, and say example, I added a lead. My last name is, say, Abhinesh Test. And when I do Abhinesh Test, I just added it as a lead. You see, all my lead is now added. And whenever the lead is added, and say I am the owner of this lead. So currently there are many owners. You can assign this to your different departments, but currently you have only one user. So in your case, say example, default is you are the user. So this is the button which is transition, and this is the button which is state. State means the place where you are. So currently there is no state. You can remain here in 30 days, otherwise you will get an alarm that, hey, so 30 days is designed by them. It is not by Zoho. Zoho can has given you a free SLA fitment things. So you can fit it like any day. Now transition, you can click here that start the lead nurturing. So you have to start because you can't avoid it. So now it is saying that from where the lead has come. Okay, done. Referee name. Is there any referee? Yes, sir. This was the referee. So referee, all the client list will appear here on the drop down. Now it is asking for the checklist. Check lead reference if any is correctly mapped. Yes, sir. I have mapped it. Lead source is correctly mapped. Yes, sir. First intro mail is sent. Please check. Yes, sir. It is sent, sir. Sent. Now this is done. Go to the now first intro mail automatically goes there. Since I have not done the entered the email, otherwise it should have gone immediately. But just see that what kind of mailer would have gone if there could be, or what kind of this thing also, what you call WhatsApp message. So both goes when a new lead is added. That is the rule which is written. So this is first intro. You see, this is the first intro. Automatically, dear Abhinesh ji, the name is picked. We do all these things. We provide complete solution and EAO XYZ, and that's the company name and details. So this is the first intro. Now when you say that, okay, what is the next stage? So asking you three questions: that are you going to invite for one-to-one session online, are you going to invite for group session, or you are just calling for the business? So I said, no, I'm going to call for the business. Okay, call for the business. So after calling, it is asking that at what time you are calling. Okay, what is the result? The call was positive, call was negative. Have asked not to call again. Say call was positive. Okay, so call was positive. So that means you have to go somewhere else. So if the call was positive, then nurture as positive call. Take it to the next step. So it will say, yes, sir, I'm nurturing it. Okay. So while nurturing, do you want to put any notes? No, sir. Everything okay. Okay. Then it says start the onboarding. Then it is positive. Yeah, start, sir. So collect the PAN, collect the Aadhaar, collect cancel check, mention place of birth. Okay, sir, everything is done, sir. we have collected it and attached. So attachment has to be done here only, because all the attachment has to go upload. So all the attachment should always remain lifetime here in your system. And at the timeline, as a boss, if it is your employee, you can see the timeline, that how this person is managing the customer. At every stage you get the timing wise, that what has happened, what is the event. So if you can, if you want to check, you can check that also. Otherwise, there are various reports which gives you that at what stage things are happening. Like 2 checklist has happened, 1 activity is closed till now, and now it is saying that convert for client, as a client for more action, because now you have to convert as client, because everything is now collected. Yeah, client is now converted. Now this person is in the client. From the prospect on the left side, you see we are now in the client. And when it entered as a client, then it's saying start goal creation. Now, goal creation and other things and risk profiling, then it is all due diligence. So that is a new nurturing which started. So what is happening here is, we have created a blueprint on which your employee has to walk. So these blueprint, these transition actions are created intelligently by you, by me, jointly. That is the training job which you are going to buy from me. While every time we connect, we only work on blueprints. Once we create the best blueprint in 2 to 3 sessions, we create blueprints, all the required blueprints. And from the fifth session or fourth session, generally fifth session, you say, we start the actual data trial. So that's the way we work, and that's my services which we offer. And during creation of blueprint, you learn that how I'm creating this blueprint, how I'm editing, how I'm using the setting buttons. So generally you get to learn this also, and you start putting your own action into it. So like in this blueprint, while doing things, you suddenly realize that no, I don't want this, I want to delete it. So right click, delete the transition. Or you want to add something, you can add from here, states and all. So you can then learn that how I have done it. So it becomes easier for you to do this. Now, as a process, what I do is I have uh, this table which I will share with you. We create a Zoho session chapters. Chapters are day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. We give you a calendar which you can book accordingly, maybe 2 a week or 3 a week as per your convenience. We have a very flexible calendar, morning to evening, late evening also. You just block yourself and accordingly keep updating here. It's a shared sheet. We both of us write here that what is the status of my calendar. This job is done, this is done, this is done. And finally, we create everything. We have a task list here. I will share the same sheet with you, which will remain with you, and we will keep the checklist accordingly.